Okay, so Microstrategy has been added to the Nasdaq 100, and we're looking here, and the stock price is 408.67. We have not seen any moves yet after that announcement was made, so we will have to wait and see until Sunday night. Overnight trading is opened to see what kind of moves it will make, but basically the Bitcoin proxy Microstrategy to join the Nasdaq 100 in the heavily traded QQQ ETF. Huge news for Microstrategy as it has been on a huge run. And if we take a look at Bitcoin price here, Bitcoin sitting at 101,600, sitting up pretty over 100,000 all weekend since Friday's close for the stock market. So we'll see what Bitcoin tends to do this weekend. But Bitcoin, let's do a little refresh here, is sitting pretty strong on the day. We got over 102 overnight heading into Saturday, and it's sitting pretty. But if we take a look at MicroStrategy, just so we know, it is 408.67, and basically all the analysts here, according to the Wall Street Journal, are saying it's a buy. And I just wanted to look at some price targets here. The average price target altogether from these analysts is about 550 with a high of 650 and a low of 480. And stock price is 408.67. And basically, we checked on X, our Grok little AI bot, on what does joining the Nasdaq do for a stock. And basically, to sum it up, it increases the visibility and credibility of a stock, which is pretty self-explanatory because you're joining one of the biggest tech programs, indices in the world. Actually, it is the biggest. So clearly, you're going to increase the company's visibility. And it says it's also a higher demand for shares when a company joins the Nasdaq 100 index. Tracking funds and ETFs like the Invesco QQQ Trust are compelled to purchase shares of the company to align their portfolios with the index. This can lead to an immediate increase in demand for a stock, potentially pushing up its price due to the buying pressure from these funds. So it'll be interesting to see what next week brings for MicroStrategy with this announcement. And also Palantir is a big one that joined as well, so watch that as well. SMCI was removed, which that's also some pretty big news. And Moderna was also removed and replaced with these two big companies. But also it's saying liquidity improvement with more institutional and retail investor interest. The trading volume of the stock typically increases. This can make the stock more liquid, making it easier for investors to buy or sell shares without significant price impact. I don't think that's much of a big issue for MicroStrategy because it obviously has a lot of volume with the rise with the Bitcoin. So. And we go to the next one here is broader investor base. Inclusion in the prominent index like the Nasdaq 100 can attract a wider variety of investors, including those who invest through index funds or ETFs. So it can diversify shareholder base, which might stabilize the stock price over time, which is something you might want to look into for MicroStrategy as it has rose from 50 to 100 to 400 a share right now. And last but not least is the potential for a short-term price increase. So heading into next week, like I said, it'd be interesting to see what MicroStrategy does and if it really soars with this announcement, because it says here there's an often initial positive impact on the stock price when it's added to the index, similar to what was observed with companies like MicroStrategy upon the inclusion of the Nasdaq 100. I don't know why it says that. It must just update it immediately. But we haven't seen a move yet for MicroStrategy because the market has been closed since the announcement. But we're gonna take a look. Monday we're watching MicroStrategy huge, and we will see what she does. 408.67 Bitcoin. Also watching that. Are we gonna make the next move up? Let me know.